That's a big brown. Oh my gosh. Starting off the shed hunt today. It's finally April. The snow is melting. So I call it safe to go out and start looking for sheds, and of course I find the deep snow right off the bat. But anyways, look at this trail I'm on. It's a pretty good trail. There's deer tracks, moose tracks. I wouldn't be surprised if there's elk up here. I've been here before, but it's a long trip, so I don't do it much. But yeah, there is moose and deer up here. Oh, look at this, nice woods. And no snow finally. I'm gonna keep on going. I'd really like to find something today. I don't know what it's gonna be. It's kind of an everything spot, but I'm gonna keep on going and see what I can find. Finally did an official shed hunt. This isn't turkey scouting or anything but shed hunt right here. This is it. So let's keep going, see what we can find. Hopefully be back in the big old shed here soon. Well, there's kind of a creek over to my right side that I just came out of, and I was walking to the left. I popped out on this old, I don't know, 15, 20-year-old skid trail. Trees are growing in really good on the sides, and it's grown in with brush pretty good. But anyways, obviously it hasn't been used in a long time, since it was just from when they did their clear cuts back here a long time ago. And I spotted from about 50 yards up the skid trail a white base sticking up, and sure enough, I knew it was a moose paddle right off the bat, but I didn't think it was too big because it was pretty far away and all I could see was the white base. That's a nice moose paddle right there. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 8 point. That is awesome. First fresh moose paddle I found my whole life. I don't shed hunt for moose, but I've stumbled into a few here and there, working in the woods all the time. Because you just find random stuff, you never know. Anyway, so this is my first fresh moose paddle, and I wasn't even looking for them. That is cool. Look at that white base sticking up just like that. A beacon, get me to find it. And the squirrels just kind of started chewing on the tip of the eye guard and the final tine right here. They get to them fast up here. This thing's probably been on the ground. It's April now. This thing's probably been on the ground for a month or two. I saw quite a few bulls this year in February, really late January with both sides, and they weren't showing any signs of trying to rub them off or shed yet. But yeah, occasionally a moose will drop in really late December after Christmas, but that's really, really rare. And sometimes they drop in November if they're stressed, either by people or predators. Some people even think you can kind of run around and pressure them and try to get them to stress shed. I know people do that with elk, deer, moose, it's everything. So depending on the conditions, they'll drop. And really late November if they're stressed, or really late December naturally, or January and February, which is a normal kind of stress-free moose shed drop. But yeah, this thing's awesome. Big old 8 point. It's hard to even pick that thing up. I'd probably say a solid 10-pounder. And he's clean, big, and brown. That thing is awesome. I wasn't even trying too hard. Waited for all the snow to melt this year, waited for April to come up to this spot. It's a long trip here, so I didn't want to waste the time coming in the snow when I knew everything would be buried anyways. And there's a payoff right there. Big, brown, chocolate, 8 point moose paddle. I'm gonna keep going, maybe I'll find the other side. Some deer sheds, whatever. Anyways, keep on going. Put this thing in my backpack and try to pack it for the rest of my shed hunt. And it got way too heavy, so I'm gonna stash it. I've done that before. Hide something where nobody else will find it. Just gonna leave it back here in these trees and keep going around this cut. See if I can find the other side. And say a prayer that when I get back to this thing, it's still right here under these trees. I'm gonna push it under a little deeper, back in under these things a little bit. But yeah, I can't pack that thing all day when I just started. I don't want to drain myself. So I'm gonna grab it on the way back down and hope it's still here. This clear cut and this mountain is thousands and thousands, hundreds of thousands of acres. So I gotta remember to pick the right line on the way back down for this for sure, so I don't lose it. Anyways, let's get back to the shed hunt, find some more hopefully. These mountain creeks are so cool. I love coming up here just to sometimes just sit by these and hang out for a while. I really do enjoy a nice drink of water. I wish you could have some of this, but I don't trust the creek, obviously. But this stuff would probably taste better than your water bottle stuff, honestly. It's just so nice in there. All rocky bottom. Makes you want to find some sheds and just have a good time up here. Look at that. Look at the rocky bottom in there. Getting down just like I was, just kind of looking at the ground. I come around this corner like this, and I go like that. My boot almost kicks that base. And I think it's the other side. Like I said, I don't know their genes good enough, but that's exactly how it was laying. Being a couple hundred yards away, it could be the other side. This one's got a really big forked eye guard though, that other one didn't. So I have to go all the way back to where I stashed it to try to compare these things and see if it is a match. I honestly don't remember what the other side was. This is a left side, the other side was probably, I don't know what the other side was. I'm probably an idiot because everybody watching this knows what the other side was at this point, and I don't. But I'm gonna bring this back and see if it's a match and then keep going from there. But I've never found a moose shed in my life, and here they are, right here, 2 browns. Oh my gosh. Boys and girls, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 point again. It's an 8 point like the other side, so that's fairly promising, but I honestly do not have a clue if this is the match. I'm so freaking excited. I don't know, I don't care. I got 2 moose sheds. My day just started. Big old bull though, that's crazy cool. Man, and this one, I think this one's a little more strong than the other side. And by strong, I mean like its tine length is a little more prominent. But I really have no clue if this is the match. Makes it even more exciting for me because I'm gonna go bring it back to my stash pile if I can find that thing. And I will get back to you guys there, but I'm freaking out, excited, happy. Oh my gosh, this luck can't be real. I'm packing that moose shed back to my stash, and I'm walking across this creek that my day's been situated around. I look up and there's a big shed in the creek. I don't know if it's fresh, this year, whatever, old, but there's a nice shed in that creek. That's not as big as I thought, but like I'm up here trying to find moose sheds, or apparently now I'm a moose shed hunter, and I thought it was way bigger than this, but wow, 5 point, nice 5 point. I freaked out. I'm up here still trying to find the moose shed. I mean, try to see if my moose shed's a match, and I look up in the creek and there's that thing laying there. I can't get over it. I can't get over this. I thought it was way bigger than that. With the luck I had, I figured I'm gonna find a 180-inch whitetail set today while I'm at it, but no, it's a decent buck though. Not as big as I thought, but in the creek like that, that is awesome. Let's go get those moose paddles together, figure something out. So I'm going that way to put this in my stash and keep going, and I got a 5 point whitetail shed along the way, so heck yeah. Big old 8 point moose shed and that nice 5 point. I freaked out. I was like, well, like I said back there when I picked this up, I was having a good enough time today that I might as well have found a Boone & Crockett shed whitetail while I'm here. But not a monster. I thought it was brown because it was in the shade up there, but it's a nice whitetail. Broken off drop tine right there, or maybe just a natural hole from something. But that's pretty cool. And I was gonna go try to match it up if that is the other side. But I gotta sit down and take a drink of water, so I figured I'd take a video of them in the creek where they came from. Kind of a nice, natural, beautiful scenery right here. And then I'll go back and put this in my other pile. I think the other side was a right side. So there's a kind of promising attribute right there. But I'd love for it to kind of not be a match, so I have 2 more to find, because I'd love to find more moose paddles since I just never run into them. It's so cool. I probably sound more excited than usual. Like, I'm actually 100% as happy as you can be right now. It's been a bad year, been slow, been cold, ice fishing all the time. Even the ice fishing wasn't too good. And I'm gonna start the spring with this, spring break shed hunting, and I mean, it's the 2nd day of April right here. It's April moose sheds, April deer sheds. I'll be going down and find some elk sheds here soon. This video is gonna be long because I've been talking and droning on and on forever. So anyways, I'm gonna get back to where I found it, like I said, the first one, and see if it's a match. Well,
I just got them back together. I do not know if it's a set, unfortunately. Like I said, I don't know the moose genes that good. There's some similarities and there's some differences with these two bulls, regardless of, I mean, on like determining if it's a set. See, this one has this big fork down here on the eye guard, and this one forks right close to the main paddle itself. So I don't know if this whitetail shed white. I wish I could say, yeah, it's a set, woohoo, blah blah blah, but I do not know the genes, and I feel like a beginner, but I'm just a beginner when it comes to finding moose sheds, because this never happens. But like I said, here is an 8-point and an 8-point. Similar characteristics, similar color, but I know bulls kind of run together, especially in the winters and even in the fall. So it's likely that, or even possible that it's just happened to be a left and right side of two different moose. The only big thing, like if these eye guards matched, I'd call it a set. But since this one forks right here out of the paddle and this one forks way out, there's that. Let's see. The bases on them are fairly similar, really similar actually in size. I want to call it a set because I don't know any better, but I also don't want to call it a set and have somebody that knows more about moose say, yeah, it's not a set, different bulls. Regardless, I don't care too much. I mean, they have really similar top ends, really cool. It could be a set. They're not too far off. So anyways, and then this little decent 5-point whitetail shed right in the middle of it all to kick it all off and make it even better. So I'm gonna keep looking just for the heck of it and see if I can find maybe another left, another right side, just to see if I can match it up officially. But if not, I might call this a set. Anyways, I cannot believe I did it. Pulled 2 browns. I'm gonna go do some more loops and see what I can find. Regardless if this is a set, this is absolutely awesome. And a little 5-point whitetail shed. Anyways, just want to keep on keeping on. All right, well, that's gonna be a wrap for the day. I circled and circled and circled after all that, and like I said, I left these buried in these cedar trees over here, like so that way I didn't have to carry them on my backpack all day, because that would have sucked, especially with these things being 10+ pounds a piece. All that extra weight wasn't really needed. Once again, I don't really know if it is a match. It is very, very similar, and their bases are nearly identical. But I just don't like this right here. I mean, I like it, but I don't like as far as comparing them to a match, that width and this width are way different. Like I said, like deer getting on typical and kind of goofy on each side, and moose, I don't know, they might. So anyways, it could be a set, it might not be. And then that nice deer shed. Anyways, I'm gonna head back down and call it a day, and see you guys on the next video with some fishing, some more shed hunting, fishing and shed hunting and fishing, something like that. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys all there.